Hey everybody, this is Jason Creel and you're watching The Lawn Care Life. One of the things that's difficult sometimes in weed control is figuring out which weed you're dealing with so that you'll know how to control it. Even if you had a product, you want to look on the label and say, hey, does this product control this weed? Well, if you don't know the name of the weed and how to identify it, that can be difficult. So today, I'm going to show you some grassy weeds in the lawn. And the grassy weeds do us a big favor as you get on into the closer to summertime, because they put up a big ugly seed head that makes it easier to identify them. So we're going to show you the seed heads of Bahiagrass, Carpetgrass. I'm going to show you Crabgrass, so it's too early for it to put up a seed head, at least in my area. And what else I say? Dallisgrass, I'm going to show you that one. So we're going to take a look at some of these grassy weeds and show you how to identify them. And I'm going to talk to you about what products I use to control these weeds in the lawn. Today's video is sponsored by my friends at Graham Spray Equipment. In my weed control and fertilization business, I have a spray tank, a spray rig on the back of my truck from Graham Spray Equipment in Douglasville, Georgia. You can visit them at grahamsc.com. The link is in the description. Let's get started looking at these grassy weeds and let me talk to you about how to get rid of them. All right, this is mostly a centipede lawn here. And one of the things that's sometimes confusing in a centipede lawn is if you've got a little bit of carpetgrass mixed in with it, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to tell the difference until they put a seed head up. And let me show you the seed head for carpetgrass. And you see here, that leaf is throwing my camera focus off. It's focused on the leaf and not the seed head. Fix this, move it over here and get a white backdrop. There we go. All right, you see that? That is the seed head for carpetgrass. So it has that Y shape, and then it has the one other one that comes off of it, and that's what it looks like. It has the Y with one, I call it a kicker. It doesn't have, you know, two off underneath the Y, it just has the one going one direction. So if you see that, it's a dead giveaway for carpetgrass. Now again, you think, why is that helpful? Well, you may be trying to figure out if you got carpetgrass or centipede grass, and I'll be honest, sometimes they look fairly similar. In this situation, you got carpetgrass in here mixed in with centipede, and they do look fairly similar. I mean, I can tell them apart because I look at them fairly regularly. You know, this is carpetgrass over here blending in with some zoysia grass as well. But this is a primarily centipede yard, but it's got carpetgrass in it. So anyway, on this carpetgrass, you use Celsius is the product that we use to get rid of carpetgrass in the lawn, and it works great for that and a number of other weeds. All right, what about Dallisgrass? You take a look at it, and its seed head is right here. Again, we'll have to go over here and put it against the car where we can get a good look at it. All right. So there's a Dallisgrass seed head. It's got these little black seeds on it, and it's just big and tall, thick stalk. And the Dallisgrass is a very difficult weed to control in the lawn. I do have a dedicated video to Dallisgrass. If you just search and get done watching this one, do a search for Lawn Care Life Dallisgrass. You see here the Dallisgrass, you see that seed head there. Sometimes they stand up, that one's laying down for whatever reason. But you know, there's a number of strategies for Dallisgrass. None of them necessarily work great. In a Bermuda lawn, MSMA was kind of the go-to product, I believe, years ago. It's no longer legal on residential property. Still is legal on golf courses and things like that. It's to be used when the weather is super hot, and it can help in a Bermuda lawn. Now, a situation like this where you've got a centipede lawn, it's extra challenging. I mean, you know, I think it's very difficult. I mean, sometimes you got just a little bit, you can just spot treat it with you know, glyphosate basically, and just kill it and let the grass fill in around it. But in this situation, there's Dallisgrass all in this lawn. I mean, it's just Dallisgrass. So it's, you know, basically a lost cause. I wouldn't even bother worrying about it. I mean, you might as well just resod it if you're gonna have this. But you know, in a Bermuda and a zoysia lawn, there's a little bit more hope. You can go with Celsius and Certainty combined, and easier to control them in the fall. In the summer, you really don't have a whole lot of chance, to be honest with you. At least I haven't successfully. If you have, I get people that leave me comments saying, try this and this and this. They say, oh, take Revolver and Celsius and whatever and mix it together. And Anyway, it's supposedly the fall is the best time to get rid of these weeds, and that is what I try. So just try this, you know, 2 applications in the fall, October and November, and then if they survive that, you can spray them again in the spring, the following spring, as soon as it starts showing life. So you could use a product like Celsius Certainty Combine to do that. You could use Tribute Total, you could use Manuscript, you can put Revolver with Celsius and do it. So there's a number of products out there that you can use, but again, 2 applications in the fall and then hit it again in the spring if it shows any life. Now, the other thing that you can do separately from that or combine it with that is to use glyphosate in the wintertime in a dormant Bermuda lawn. Now, I only typically do this in a Bermuda lawn when it goes dormant, but you want to do it when it's super cold because the glyphosate won't be taken up by the Dallisgrass. So you find a day where the weather warms up, been warm for a few days, the Dallisgrass starting to show some signs of life, has some green in it, but the Bermuda is dormant. In that situation, if it's really bad, I'll blanket the whole yard at 32 ounces per acre, or you can just go around and spot treat it. It doesn't usually kill it all, just to be honest with you. You still may need to follow up the following spring when you start seeing some life and start pounding it again with Tribute Total or Manuscript or Celsius and Certainty or Celsius and Revolver or whatever your combination is. So very difficult weed to control, but those are some strategies for dealing with Dallisgrass. What about crabgrass? Now, I can't show you the seed head, but I can show you crabgrass. You see, this is the Dallisgrass here. You see that? And then right next to it, this lighter colored weed that's actually all in here, I mean, it's just everywhere, is your crabgrass. And it's going to be, you know, really starting to take over. People sometimes think they don't have a crabgrass problem, or they see all this Dallisgrass and they call it crabgrass, but it's not. Dallisgrass is a perennial, okay? So your pre-emergents are not going to do any good on preventing your Dallisgrass. Now, crabgrass is an annual, so if you live in a place like I do in Alabama where it goes below freezing in the wintertime, it's going to kill your crabgrass. And then I try to put a pre-emergent out in January or so to hopefully keep you from having a crabgrass problem the following year. So you want to get that out before the crabgrass germinates. In our area, that typically happens late February, early March, something like that. Depends on the weather and can change from year to year. But from a post-emergent standpoint for crabgrass, you've got products that have quinclorac in it, like Solitaire, like Q-Ball, like Drive Accelerate. Those are some products you can use to help control crabgrass in the lawn. You want to make sure they're labeled for your grass type. All right, quick review here. I can't show you the crabgrass, but the crabgrass is normally about this thickness, but has a different shape to it, the crabgrass that I normally see, but it's a little bit too early to see the seed head for crabgrass. But this one over here, like we talked about, that's your carpetgrass. It's got the Y coming off of it with just one kicker. And then this one, big thick stalk that shoots up super fast, that's your Bahiagrass. And this is the big nasty Dallisgrass. So all 3 not desirable plants in your yard. Going to use Celsius on this one, Metsulfuron on this one, and sell your home and move to a new place on the Dallisgrass. Just kidding, there are some strategies. It's just a difficult weed to get rid of. Crabgrass, you're going to use your pre-emergent before it germinates. Again, in our area, that's typically January, February time frame. And from a post-emergent standpoint, look for something that has quinclorac in it. Appreciate you watching the video. I teach people how to start lawn businesses. I've got resources available at lawncarelife.com. There are people want to know, like, what I spray on my Bermuda grass, my zoysia grass, my centipede, my zoysia. They have want to start a weed control and fertilization business. I've got like packages that have programs in it, letters, has all the products that I use. There's a $47 package, a $59 package at lawncarelife.com that has lots and lots of information in it as far as that and helping you know the products to use. And if you're going into the business, there's a $397 package that has a ton of extra videos on it, not found on YouTube. that will teach you how to get started in the weed control and fertilization business. Now, I'm mostly focused on warm season grasses, so that's my expertise, but we go over a lot of things from the business side to the equipment to actually knowing what to do in your business. So I also got resources available for those that are mowing. I've got a mosquito course out there. I mean, we got a lot of things over there, logos, everything, lawncarelife.com. So check those out, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.